You're only a what if away from a great summer holiday. What if it's Aussie for travel? It's Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Oh, good morning.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you
Good.
going?
I did something interesting last night.
What?
I have entered my smoked tinned mussels era.
Oh, no.
I turned 40 this year, and I think some of those chickens are coming home to roost.
I knew that you had gotten into smoking, like as in smoking meats.
Yes.
And smoker barbecues.
But that's when I was about 35, right? Now I'm 40, and I'm buying them off the shelf in tins.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's completely different. I was walking through the aisles last night looking for chocolate, and then I saw them and I thought, oh God, I could really do smoked mussels on toast.
You know, if that was a female friend of mine, I would have said to her, go and get your hormones checked.
Okay.
Because if you go to a store to buy chocolate and you come out with smoked mussels, there's stuff going on. There's stuff going on in your body that you have no control over.
Have you got any recommendations of where I can go and get my hormones checked?
Look, just go and see a doctor because there's no way. If I'm going in for chocolate, I'm coming out with more chocolate than I need.
Imagine that
I'm not going in and coming out with something like that.
You know when you go into a doctor and a GP, they get you to fill out the form and it's like, why are you here? What are your symptoms? I bought smoked mussels last night at the supermarket instead of chocolate. Right.
And then they say, how many glasses of alcohol do you drink each week? And you halve it and then remove 5 more.
Okay, it seems like you've been through this before. Big weekend ahead with Telethon. We can't wait. We're going to be there, of course, this weekend. We'll be hosting the phone room Sunday morning from 8, so make sure you dive on in, and then we'll be broadcasting live 10 till 1.
Come say hi, because we're outside the stadium, outside the arena there in our combi van. Broadcasting live.
And, of course, all the big stars come to town, including Casey Donovan. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome back, mate.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
It is nice, isn't it? Because you did telethon last year, right?
Was it last year? I think it was 2020.
Yeah. Oh, so
when the world was shut. I was over here doing We Will Rock You at the Crown.
I'm surprised we set you free. I thought once we'd locked you in, we wouldn't let you leave.
Look, it was difficult to get out, but no, we did it.
No, it is great to have you back. I think especially too because I think when we talked to you for Sister Act, I fangirled a little bit too much and I was like, Casey might not join the show again.
Loved it. Loved every second of it.
So over here for Telethon, what does the weekend look like for you? Are you just doing the mad dash non-stop? It's 3 days, no sleep. Like, what is it?
Look, it is busy. I got in a day early just so I could come in and do some promotion for Telethon, which was really, really lovely. But I haven't switched over to Perth time yet because I'm like, if I stay on Sydney time or Melbourne time, it's like 9:30. So I'm like, I'm cool with that. But look, I am it's very, very busy. So I've got today, I think I've got another photo shoot. And then tomorrow I slip into a sound check and then the ball and then the telethon. And then Sunday will be some more telethon. And then in the phone rooms. No, that's not what it's called. It's
the phone room over here. The call centre, phone room. You know, it does the same
I just
thing.
saw 6:35 and I went, okay, my brain's there now. But yeah, so it's just going to be great, you know, bumping into old friends, new friends and just, raising money for the telethon.
When you do interviews and you know that you're going to be like this morning on Sunrise and you're going to do all these things, do you have to get up and do a vocal warm-up in the morning just in case? Are you like at any point someone could ask me to start singing and I don't know if I'll be ready?
Look, I think it would be very rude to ask someone to sing at this hour of the morning. So no, I have not done any vocal warm-ups. I do have a big weekend of singing and I'm also doing the Marsha Hines shows, which we've got our final show in Adelaide. So I'm very vocally busy. But no, when I just have to do a morning of talking, I actually went live on my Facebook this morning getting dressed because I was like, I need to wake up. But yeah, no vocal warm-ups for me this morning, but I probably should have if I'm doing a lot of talking.
Well, you're going to have a really busy year next year too because you're doing a huge concert tour and, all over WA too. Like people are going to get to see you everywhere. Like Air Sprints, Harvey and like where are we going north? I've got so many dates.
I can tell you, so there's, while we've got all the dates, so it's through March next year, tickets at caseydonovan.com. You can see all of the info on Casey Donovan's Instagram. It's an evening with. So Friday the 6th of March, just a heads up, Harvey Cultural and Rec Centre. So we've got a big family of Corellis down there.
Oh, wow.
And I can see Emma, who's my cousin, has already lobbed in and said, we will see you in Harvey, Casey, tickets secured already.
I love that.
Be prepared for a cuddle from the Corellis, mate.
It's just, I've been told that, I've driven around a bit of WA and it's just so beautiful. So it'll be so lovely to get out there and, kind of in those regional towns where sometimes they're very much overlooked with live music and entertainment. So, we're bringing a very stripped back show, but it's going to be so beautiful, and I'm so excited to actually start my tour in WA.
You'll have the best time. They're the best people in the best place.
Can't wait.
You're going to love it.
Stunning.
All right, now The Golden Bachelor, all right, it premieres this coming Monday, 7:30 on Channel 9 and 9 Now. We're going to catch up with the Bear.
Australia.
I'm Bear, and I'm your first Australian Golden Bachelor.
Open your hearts.
The love of my life passed away 14 years ago. I know deep down no one can replace her, but I think I'm ready to find my next love story.
Hi, Bear, if that is your real name. Bear, come on, be honest with us. Do you get called Bear in life, or is this something that they have done to you for the show?
I do. A lot of my friends call me Bear.
Right.
Not all of them. Not a lot of my family, but I certainly do. Yes.
Where does it stem from?
Canadian. That's where bears come from.
That's all it took.
Hang on. All bears come from Canada?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of not koalas.
The ones we care about.
Yes.
Oh, Care Bears. Right, I've got you. Hey, wow, The Golden Bachelor. So this thing is kicking off October 20, 7:30 on Channel 9 and 9 Now.
Yep.
We've seen, through the promos and so on and so forth, that you're well on your way through the journey. How has it been for you? This is something completely different by the looks of things.
Oh, yes. Completely different is an understatement. Yes, it's very unique. It's very exciting, fun, surreal, nerve-wracking, but it's a lot of fun. It's great.
Bear, I think it's great to have the support of your sons, who I believe encouraged you to go on The Golden Bachelor after you tragically lost your wife, Audrey, 14 years ago. Now, will you watch the show with your boys, or is that too cringy?
I think they're going to, if we do watch it together, we'll have our hands on our faces. Kind of, I don't know. I'm not even certain I can watch it, but yeah, it's fine. I've already lived it, so watching it is. But in saying that, I didn't get to see half of I guess what the women were talking about me behind my back, but. So yeah, it's going to be it's very unique.
Was it everything? Was it everything that you expected? I mean, is there anything you can lift the lid on in terms of were there surprises that came out? Are you with? I'm going to rip the Band-Aid off. Have you? What happened at the end of it?
I didn't. Well, let me tell you, it had. Well, no, you're going to have to watch and see.
Okay.
But it was what I expected. I didn't know what to expect. I never had anything like this happen before. I had nothing to reference it to, so it's an extremely unique and surreal experience. But a lot of fun. It was great.
They gave you a bunch of quite successful women. A lot of these women have got really, big careers, lots of that. Do you feel like maybe as you got to know them, do you think that they gave you a really big, broad range of women? Were you getting a bit of everything, or does everyone kind of start to, by that age of everyone's single, they're all starting to fall into the same category? No. Very, very diverse group. Very, intelligent, beautiful, lovely women, lots of fun, each with their own stories, that we've all loved and lost throughout the years. And yeah, it was amazing. And it was that's what made the show so exciting, because every day was something new and something brilliant. So it was really good. Yeah, nice.
It's a big my time though, right? Because you're going through this entire thing with the expectation being by the end of it, you likely might be engaged.
Oh, gee, we'll jump into that, are we?
Well, I don't know.
Pete
you tell
wears
me.
his heart on his sleeve, Bear. Like, honestly, I worry about Pete. The way I describe Pete is that Pete loves love, and he goes a little too hard, too fast.
Bear, are you in love?
Yes.
Are you in love, Bear?
You're going to have to watch and see.
Oh, that line again. That line just keeps coming around, Bear.
All I can say is I made the right decision.
All right. Oh, good. Okay.
Hey, mate, your story's stunning. It's drawn us right in. It's such a unique and awesome way for the Bachelor franchise to evolve. And we're so excited to see how your story plays out for so many different reasons. But thank you for joining us on the show this morning, and all the very best. We look forward to watching to see what happens.
Thank you, Bear.
Thank you so much. It was my pleasure.
Pete, a couple of weeks ago, I wanted to talk on air about ADHD Awareness Month, and then
you got
I
distracted.
forgot.
Oh, sorry.
You're so right.
That's where you were going anyway.
I got distracted and I forgot.
Oh, okay.
Because now I'm very open about my ADHD because I have nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah.
ADHD is nothing to be ashamed of. And I know that me talking about it on air has also helped others. A lot of people have approached me in the street or said to me, hey, you talking about it made me go and get checked, or I related to it and I understood it. So I was like, I like to be upfront.
It's that relating to it. It's that validating these feelings that you likely have of something's going on, but I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, and I was only diagnosed 3 years ago because at the time I was struggling to complete ordinary tasks. I couldn't focus. I couldn't sleep. My mind was racing 24/7, and I started to become really easily overwhelmed and felt like my usual emotional state was dysregulated. And that isn't like me. Like, I just started to feel different. And the thing is, I've had ADHD my whole life, but I obviously just wasn't affected by it in the same way.
Hang on, can I just ask though, because our family's going through various journeys around this at the moment. But one of the things we sort of often remark on is that if you think back to when we were going to school, you know, through the 90s, early 00s and such, you now look at kids and you go, oh, absolutely it was there.
Yeah.
But there was just not the awareness and the conversation and the comfortability about talking about it at the time.
I've written articles about it online where I've said I was a high school teacher and I didn't know what to look for. And now I can spot it a mile away.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it is just one of those things that everyone always said it was like naughty boys in school. And it's simply not that.
Yeah.
It just is so much beyond that. And a family member of mine was diagnosed first, and the genetic component is huge. It's up to 88%. So if someone in your family has it, the likelihood of you having it is quite high.
Wow.
And there's a higher diagnosis of boys, which is 4-1 compared to girls.
Yeah.
And that's because boys tend to show more of the hyperactivity symptoms and the markers of hyperactivity, and girls tend to show the inattentive markers.
Well, one of
so
the
that means they
things-
kind of slip through the cracks because they don't disrupt anyone. You tend to not notice them as much.
Well, going through our journey, what we've discovered is this word called masking.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we've heard quite a bit about, particularly in little girls, that they mask a lot of the things that could otherwise tell people, okay, there's something going on there.
Well, sometimes it's as simple as people going, oh, my kid's a daydreamer. And you're like, no, that's inattentive. Like, there's there's ways to tell the difference. It's like when I say to people, oh, my mind does this, and a lot of people will say to me, well, that sounds like me. Yeah, they are really relatable. However, it reaches a whole other level where it's debilitating.
Yeah, yeah.
And particularly with women too, there are a lot of women being diagnosed now because when perimenopause kicks in, their symptoms increase because of their hormonal changes. So you're starting to see a lot of people hit perimenopause and go, something's not right. But I've been very fortunate. I found a job that suits me. I succeeded at the things I was passionate about. I had a very strong sense of self. So growing up, I knew what I loved doing and I pursued those things.
Which is that's incredible, that strong sense of self.
Yeah.
Right? And at the moment, one of the things we're learning is that can look like defiance.
Yeah.
Right. And it sort of doesn't fit the square that, you know, society has sort of built for a lot of kids these days, or the way we sort of grew up.
Oh, yeah. I say ADHD now, like, I've got really strong senses, even just like my sense of hearing, which is hypersensitive. But if we were living out in the woods, I would be able to tell you that a bear was coming to get us well before the rest of you. But when you're trying to just make me work in an office, this is not my environment.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like, I'm not at my best. So I was very fortunate. I love having ADHD because my brain has made me more creative, more intuitive, more empathetic. I'm resilient, I'm high energy, and it's been rad. But I'm also highly aware that for some, ADHD has been unmanageable. and it has led to other issues like depression and anxiety, and that they struggle. And I am very aware of that. So I encourage anyone, if you do think that you have some of these symptoms, do some reading. Look it up. I know a diagnosis is not possible for everyone because our health system, it's exorbitantly expensive.
Oh, not only that, but it's inundated as well.
And it's
like you're
really,
waiting
it's
months.
hard to get an appointment. But read up on it as much as you can. It will help you. And kids, if you have been diagnosed, channel your ADHD because it can be your superpower.
Absolutely. Yep.
I'm happy to talk about it at any time. But yeah, ADHD Awareness Month for all of October. But, do the research so that you can feel like you're in control.
Just quickly before we move on, you lived in Canada for a while.
Yes.
Could you really sense bears coming from a mile away? No? Okay.
Yesterday on the show around this time, we had a dear Kymba come in from a mum named Michelle. And Michelle was worried because her P-plater children are wanting to get in the car with their P-plater friends. And she doesn't feel comfortable with that because she thinks they haven't had enough driving experience. We talked about how we could manage that. Now, we thought the best thing to do after getting all of your advice would be to go to childhood educator Jen Muir.
Yeah, good morning, Jen. Great to have you on the show, as always.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Jen, this is a really tricky one that we got a lot of feedback from parents yesterday that are doing the same as this parent who is not letting their teenager drive with other P-platers because the accident rate is so high. What are your thoughts around this? How do we manage it?
I don't think there's ever a right or wrong, is what I want to say, because it's going to depend on your kid, the other kid, where are they going, what are they doing, what's your kid like, what's the other kid like. So they're the kind of factors that we look at in terms of whether it's a yes or no. But I think what this mum's really asking about, this mum is like, for me, I just can't live with the idea of letting my kid be a passenger with a P-plater who I don't know how they were taught to drive, and that's a no. The real skill here is that ability to empathise with our kid and to have that connected conversation around the why, that empathy of, mate, I hear you and it's not that I don't trust you, but my job is still at 17 to keep you safe, and for that reason, I don't want you as a passenger with another P-plater or whatever the decision you come to, but really allowing for that discomfort. And that's probably what she's experiencing. She's got a child really mad and saying, it's like, you don't trust me, this is ridiculous, I just want to go with my mates. It's still our job as our kids get older to, I guess, hold the rope, like they're getting more freedom. But I do think it is important to listen and be flexible. So if where they're going is just two passengers within the law and it's off to the library to study, and it's by day, that's a really different decision to me than do we let them drive home from a party.
There's a massive conversation around this where there's this generalisation about how we as parents manage our fears with our kids, like across the entire spectrum. And look, I have a sneaking suspicion, just getting to know our three kids without naming which one's which, that there's going to be one of them who's going to tell me that they're off to the library with their friend and they're not actually going to go there. They're going to go somewhere else. Do you have any advice for sort of, managing those fears as a parent, without holding the rope too tightly? And then also the other thing is, say you catch them, how do you have that discussion without pouring more fuel on the fire only to then go ahead and fuel them to do more of that stuff?
Yeah, I have one of those kids too. And I think a good example, it's a bit different, but like with screens, and we have a rule, no screens in rooms after 10. And I have caught this kid at 2 a.m. I have, he's snuck a screen into his room and gosh, you want to go, that's it. Phone's in the bin.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
And yet, if we can stop and again start with compassion, I can really understand why at 13 that pulling your phone into your room because you couldn't sleep at 2 was really tempting. Screens are super fun and you were bored and you couldn't sleep and you just thought, no. I get it. I would do the same thing. And even as a grown-up, I struggle. So if we can start with really understanding that position of our kid, and even the kid that says, I'm going to the library, and actually they went to the party with the P-plater, we have to start with like, do you know what? I get it. I was 17 once. I did that stuff. I think if we can start with that understanding, then we've got that opportunity, because once our kid goes, oh, you get it. Like I'm not just crazy or bad, but there was something hard about this. But I do say when kids are 17 or 18, they're getting close to being adults. And I think we have to eventually trust, and we have to sort of, there's definitely core sort of rules. I won't let you do that, and I won't let you drive home from the party. But eventually we're going to have to sort of say, look, this is what I'm expecting you to do to keep me in the loop.
One of the ways my parents counteracted that is that my mum became the taxi to take us everywhere. Yep. My mum was very happy to have all of my friends in the car, because she would rather that they provided somewhere for us to go, we'll take you to the party, we'll bring you back from the party. They made it very clear I could call them at any time, and they always honoured that, because it stopped me from making choices and getting in cars with people that I shouldn't, or, getting in cars with P-platers who weren't good drivers.
Jen, as always, a pleasure to have you on. For those of you listening to this that want more information, you can get in touch with Jen Muir through Connected Parenting. You can also get more of this chat on the Pete and Kymba podcast on Listener. And thanks again to Michelle, who sent in the Dear Kymba, who got us chatting about this morning. It's really important.
Yeah, it's helped a lot of parents.
Thanks, Jen.
This last couple of weeks has been a journey of goodness, where we teamed up with Tyre Power. Thank you so much, Tyre Power, and also Perth Children's Hospital Foundation, who are just brilliant. And we all went, you know what, let's get together and come up with something for the kids to celebrate these children. We've got a bunch of kids who have been sick, who have dealt with a lot of adversity in their lives, all different ages. We said, let's give them a great night out, and they can run out half-time and be our half-time heroes at the Wildcats game on Wednesday night when they were playing against the Brisbane Bullets.
Go the Mighty Cats!
Now, these kids, we interviewed them all. They all came in and sat with us, and we got to know them, and we heard their stories.
Oh, their stories were absolutely heartbreaking. To hear the things that they'd gone through at their age, I mean, as young as 8 months old.
Oh, yeah, and parents who just, have been trying to keep their families in good spirits and keep everyone together, and to be able to celebrate and have these kids come out and live this incredible moment, it was an absolute pleasure. Now, Pete, you had a team and I had a team. We were both coaching and we were going to get in there and get them to play each other, but then you were sick and couldn't go. So Ben Cousins stepped up and said, I will coach Pete's team.
Good on you, Benny.
So you had the blue team, I had the red team, and on the night it was magnificent, and we've put this together so that you can all experience what happened on Wednesday.
How are you feeling?
I am bloody scared.
You're going to play well?
I hope so. Touch titanium.
I'm excited to watch some halftime champions running around, and I will be cheering the loudest.
Huddle in. Bring it in.
Come on, we're a team. Everybody huddle in.
What's the blue team for?
Because they're playing against you.
We are the red team.
You guys are already amazing, and we want you to go out and have the best time ever. But here's something you have to remember. When you walk out there, I want you to look up, take a moment, look up, look out at the whole crowd and everybody cheering you on, because you are so courageous, you are so brave. You guys have got this, right? Okay, everyone put your hands in. 1, 2, 3,
Mighty Cats!
I'm really excited for this Wildcats game to play some basketball. Woo.
I'm very excited to shoot the ball and try to get a slam dunk. I'm excited about how good I am.
They are going for these shots. They're just having a crack. Go, Ben. Get it down the court, buddy. Nice dribble. Great defense, Ruby.
That's so cool. They're doing amazing, aren't they? Everyone's getting a touch.
Great pass and great dribble work in there too.
So close there.
Come on, Ben. Oh.
Go, Berg.
Oh, nice shot.
What a layup. That is amazing.
Pete's going to be happy with this.
Berg, go.
My favourite thing was trying my best. My favourite thing was running around and shooting the hoop.
I got to play in front of the whole crowd. It was fun to hear everyone cheering. Running up the pitch with the ball was really fun, and passing to all the friends that I made.
My favourite thing was when we were all passing to each other. And I was dribbling and the other team won, but that's fine. But we still had great fun.
We're really grateful for Charlie to be included in activities like this. Living with cystic fibrosis can be tricky at times, but Perth Children's Foundation really support our family, and events like this give him things to look forward to. And yeah, we're really grateful for Tyre Power and the Wildcats for having us here today.
Watching Nora run down that court, sorry, I'm going to cry, because it was so emotional when she had the ball, and I was nervous for her because she's never played basketball, and then to see her go for a shot and get it in, the emotions that just flooded my body. as I'm tearing up now and the goosebumps, it was just an absolute amazing moment, and I know that she will be so proud of us. And from where she's come from 8 months old, not being able to walk, to today having this opportunity to run down that court and shoot a basketball in a hoop that is played by professionals is just amazing. So thank you for giving us that opportunity, and it will be a memory we'll keep forever.
You know,
You're crying.
Oh, mate. I got goosebumps
Right?
listening to that. Because, hearing her talk about the fact that watching her kid being able to run down a basketball court and shoot a ball, which is something that, so many people listening to this show, you drop your healthy kids off at school this morning or take them to early basketball practice. You just take it for granted that they are healthy and happy enough to be able to just do that any day, whenever they want to.
Yeah, and some of these kids had that, everything was fine, and then suddenly, 14 years of age and something happened. And it was, honestly, the attitude of these kids, my favourite part, and what I can't capture in that audio, is how much they all gave each other a chance. They all shared the ball. As soon as they saw someone who didn't have an opportunity yet, they'd pass the ball directly to them, sometimes just hand it directly to them, like just hand it over. And it was amazing that they all got a shot. And here's the funny part. None of us know the score.
Okay, what do you mean?
Because we all got really caught up in it. we were all so proud of the kids and what a wonderful job they did. We don't actually know what the score was, but I can tell you, Pete.
What?
Your team did win.
Hey, let's
because
go.
All the goals shot were on the blue team.
Yeah.
The red team had a good couple of tries and we came so close, but we didn't get any in. But the blue team sunk a few. We just literally do not know what the score was.
I can't believe Ben's going to get all the credit.
He's going to get all the credit for just waltzing in at the last minute.
Hey, look, at
but
the end of the
so
day,
proud of you guys, the Mighty Cats. You were awesome, and you all made great friends on the night, and we're so happy.
We have a couple of massive thank yous to make. I mean, Tyre Power for backing this in, supporting us so heavily and so deeply in this. It's such an incredible cause. Perth Children's Hospital Foundation for the amazing work that you continue to do every single day.
They're brilliant.
And, of course, the Wildcats for being such a massive part of this and giving everything that they possibly could to make that night so special for the kids and the crowd that was there and everything.
And thank you to the kids for willing to put yourselves forward. As you just heard in there, like Nora didn't even know how to play basketball. A couple of them who hadn't played, like they just went for it, and we're so proud of you guys.
Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins, 6 to 9 weekdays. You can't miss Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins, and you can't miss a great summer holiday with What If, with loads of accommodation options, plus flights, car hire and things to do. Book your trip on whatif.com or download the What If app today. What if it's Aussie for travel?